Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Cupid and today's reading is a collective reading all about the gossip on you. So if you felt compelled to pick this video, if you chose this video, if you felt drawn to this video, then these messages may be for you. The first card out, we have Celebration. This is from the Pear Tree Oracle deck. And with the Celebration card, I'm getting that the current gossip on you is that you're on a come up, right? The gossip on you is that you've reached some type of milestone, or you've recently had something to be celebrated, or from the outside looking in, you are currently celebrating something, okay? And so people are talking about what it is you've accomplished, the milestone you've reached, and people are kind of talking about, I heard a long time coming, right? At the bottom of the deck here, we have the divine. So there is a percentage of people who feel like this is a long time coming, or that this was bound to happen. I'm also getting for a select few of you, or for a select few people talking about you, they could be talking about your spiritual affiliations, and they maybe there is some celebration regarding that, right? So if you're a tarot reader or a Reiki person, or you do something spiritual related, you could have reached some milestones in that area, or had some breakthroughs in that area, or there's something about your spiritual affiliation that people are attributing to this success you've had, this milestone that you've reached. But either way, the gossip is that you're having the time of your life, right? And the gossip is that you are going to have more to celebrate. Many people are kind of like speculating that this is just the beginning. All right. Like I said, people see you on a come up. So they feel like it's only a matter of time before you really just blow up, right? Or maybe people are seeing you as blowing up, right? And like I said, it was a matter of time. We also have this Queen of Coins, and so some of you may be earth signs. If not, this really has more to do with your focus, right? I'm getting like not necessarily a businesswoman, but definitely a finance person, right? You're somebody who's like maybe really good with your money, okay? People see you investing. I'm hearing investing well, but this has a lot to do with work. I'm definitely getting this has to do with like your job and your stability, right? Your sense of independence. People kind of see you as like, yeah, independent, like a full package. People see you, they're talking about how you really don't need nobody. I heard I don't need no man. And at the bottom of the deck here, we actually have the Nine of Cups. So people could be gossiping about how you're single, or they could be gossiping about wondering, who are you dating? Are you dating? But you do have this vibe of like being able to satisfy yourself, being able to fulfill yourself. You're good on your own with this Nine of Cups, right? You have a full plate. You have a lot to be happy about, to be proud of. And so people are kind of like wondering, like, are you dating somebody? Are you giving any of your time, energy? Are you giving any cup to any one person? Um, the gossip is really like that you don't have time to date. And if you aren't dating, okay. But if you are, I feel like I feel like this is all speculation. So whether you are dating or not, I'm getting a vibe of people kind of like commenting on what they see. So you could have a social media, right? Of course, these days I feel like social media just comes out so much because everybody, and not every single person has social media, but it's such an integral part of our lives, and it is a window. And so I'm getting that like most of this gossip is coming from what you show on social media. And so people are kind of seeing that they don't see you with a partner. They don't see you with a lover, or it doesn't look like you're dating. So they're kind of like, are you dating? It looks like you're really only focused on your business, right? Your money, your career, right? Or your stability. it's very practical. You come off very practical and definitely like you're not dating. We have the card, the only way out is up. And so the gossip here is that you're like busting your ass. And like I said, people see you on a come up, but it's almost like people are seeing you like dig your way out of a grave or dig your way out of something, right? You're trying to get out of something, out of a rut, out of, out of childhood, right? You could just be trying your best to build a career, okay? And so people kind of see you like fighting for something, right? The gossip is that you're trying to get it out the mud, right? Or you are getting it out the mud. The gossip is that you're trying to you don't want to live like the rest of us. You don't want to have the same things as the rest of us, right? And this is kind of like somebody else's voice. They're kind of like, "Oh no, she not regular," or "They not regular. They don't want what regular people got." They see you on social media and they're like, "Oh, they doing something different." So I wonder who this is that's talking about you, but it definitely feels like people who are like not close to you at all, right? These are people who they might know you, and some of these people might know you in real life, but they don't really know you, right? These people are effectively strangers, and the most information they get from you is from what they see on social media. So they're like, they see you like on your way to a different level of success, not like regular people success, right? They see you as trying to like get it out of this. Like, oh, have you ever seen that movie with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried, In Time? I think it's called In Time or something Time, right? But in that movie, all of the poor people lived in a separate district, or like they were like districts, separated by your time bracket, right? Not your tax bracket, but your time bracket. And so the people who are living minute to minute, they're living in like one little area, okay? But the rich people who have years on years on years, they are living in a whole nother area, right? Because they can afford it. And so people are kind of seeing you like you're trying to get out of this little rinky-dink town. You're trying to get out of this little level one tax bracket, right? You're trying to get out of the 10-minute tax bracket. You're trying to get to the 10-hour tax bracket. Like, I got hours, right? I got time. Maybe people are seeing you as somebody working really, really hard now so that you can have time later, right? And so maybe that's why what they see on social media is limited. So like the gossip is really like people can kind of tell that you're not putting it all out there, right? People can kind of tell that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, that there's stuff going on behind the scenes. And I think with the celebration card, it's almost like the celebration of something really kicked off this perception, right? Really kicked off this gossip. And so maybe before the gossip was like, oh, I wonder where they are. I don't know. I don't see them. But then all of a sudden you post something, you doing something, right? You reached a milestone. And now people are like, oh, I see. I don't see, but I see, right? Now people are like, oh yeah, she got something cooking behind the scenes. Or like, they're like, oh yeah, he might not post nothing, but he at work. He got like 3 jobs. Like, he building a business. He doing this. He, not just he, but like they. Like, I'm just trying to be like inclusive, okay? So it's like now people are like, oh, they're not showing us anything because not only are they building something valuable behind the scenes, but it's not for us to see, right? People are realizing like you're only going to show them what you want to show them, right? So the gossip here is that you're very calculated, you're very strategic, and you're about your business, nothing else. There's nothing else that you're trying to entertain. Maybe somebody came into your I'm getting somebody came into your DMs, like maybe they commented on something or they tried to get your attention on social media in some way, and you kind of shut them down, right? You were all about your business, right? So, for example, sometimes on TikTok I get weird ass messages where people are like, because I post I post art on TikTok. This never happens on Instagram or even YouTube, but on TikTok, if I post art, if a video gets a video doesn't even have to get a lot of views, but I might get like some weird bot or scammer in my messages. And they might say something like, "Oh, I would love a commission. I would love to commission this. I would love to commission that." And my response is always, "Yes, I'm available for commissions. All requests for commissions must be made through my website. Period." And when I tell you, never hear back from them. And this is kind of like my way of like not shutting down an opportunity, but also like showing that I'm serious. Like I'm a real business. Like, you're not gonna hit me up in the DMs and we work out some rinky dink deal for a picture. You're gonna go to my website. You're gonna fill out the form. You're going to be specific about what you want. I'm gonna send you an invoice, right? Like, and so like I'm getting this vibe like you are serious. You're about your business. Nobody's gonna come in your DM and, "Oh, I like that picture. Oh, you in New York now? Oh, you live out there?" Like, I'm sorry, not to be a, that's like my dusty dude voice, but you know, if somebody come up in your DMs and they just trying to be like, "Oh, I saw you looking real nice," you're like, "Okay, great," but you know, it's like you redirect to the business. "Thank you. If you'd like this, here's the link. Thanks. I see that you're okay." Like, and if you can't respond business oriented way, you don't respond at all, right? Like, if you can't respond on some business ish, you don't respond. And that's kind of like this feeling I'm getting, like people are like, they can't get, you're not going to give anybody the time of day. You're not giving nobody the time of day right now. We also have judgment. And so with this judgment card, I'm getting like the same energy from the last reading I did, which was what makes you beautiful. And with this card, it's almost like there are people like drawn to you. Okay. I'm also getting like late night watching. So with these zombies, I'm getting like people watching you at night, right, on their phone. Okay. Maybe when they're laying in bed, it's like keeping them up in bed so people could be watching your TikToks. People could be scrolling through your Instagram, scrolling through your Facebook. It's kind of like they be up looking at you and they can't keep their eyes off of you, either because of something you're doing or how you look. But the gossip here, it's almost like it's almost like silence, right? So it's like not gossip, right? This is not gossip that people are spreading about you. This is gossip from the universe to us, right? The universe is gossiping to us with this card. And the universe is basically saying, "Ooh, girl, ooh, boy, they can't keep their eyes off of you." Right? Judgment. These people be lurking, right? These are lurkers. These are people who watch your story and don't like. These are people who see your post and don't like. These are people, and some of them might like I'm not trying to put that on anybody, but what I'm getting here is that you have people who watch you, but they are almost like triggered by what they see, but they cannot look away. I hope you're following, right? Like, these are people who maybe the judgment, these are people that knew you from the past, right? Because these are all zombies coming out of the grave, right? So these are like people who knew you in the past, right? They know of you, right? Maybe they went to school with you. Don't matter what grade level, but they went to school with you. Maybe they from your hometown. Maybe they used to work with you. Either way, these are people that don't really know you now. They don't talk to you now, and they will never reveal. And I don't want to say never, but these are people that are like resistant to reveal that they watch you or they keep an eye on you, high key in admiration, right? They're struck. Okay. But at the same time, yeah, like I said, they don't want you to know this because some of these people, their ego is tied up. Their ego is tied up. So it could be anything. Maybe they're jealous, so they're not going to tell you that they watch you. Or maybe they're hurt, so they don't want to tell you that they're watching you. There's definitely somebody here who regrets in some ways how things turned out with you in the past. And they watch you. But they don't want you to know because they can't apologize, right? Or maybe they have apologized and you haven't accepted, you won't accept it. But either way, this person, they're like, I'm blocked out. So I got to stay blocked. I can't pop up on them because they're going to be like, damn, you made another account. Like, you know what I mean? So, and then at the bottom here, we have 9 of Wands, right? So somebody can't get to you, right? The gossip is that they can't get to you. The gossip is that they can't, there's nothing they can do. Your walls are up. And they could be telling this to somebody else, like, yeah, I want to message them, but they're not gonna respond to me. Or I did message them, but they didn't respond to me. Or I tried to message them, but I think I'm blocked, right? This is somebody who's kind of like, damn, like, it's like that. Right? This is somebody like, they're like, damn, it's like damn, I cannot come back, right? With these zombies, this person wants to come back from the dead so bad, but they can't. Like, it's not going to happen. So the gossip with you is that you're unreachable. Not only are you unreachable, you're in a whole nother realm. You're in the realm of the living, right? So people see you living, right? Remember I was saying you were living your best life? These people from the past, they are dead AF, right? Not literally, but maybe they're like dead to you, right? Like you're not fucking with them like that. Or their life is boring, and this could be like, I'm picking up on their perception, right? You don't know anything about their life. But from their perception, when they're watching you, they be feeling like, oh my God, my life's so boring. Oh my God, I'm not doing shit. Oh my God, I'm not on shit. I'm not, oh my God, right? They're just comparing themselves to you. And so there's somebody, like I said, who wishes they could talk to you, but they're like, I'm not, they're not going to respond to me. They're not going to give me the time. They're not giving me the time. This message here, we have sorry. And at the bottom of the deck, love. Somebody who loves you or loved you or had like a lot of feelings for you, they are so, so sorry about how things played out. And all they can do is watch you from a distance. I definitely feel like this is somebody you blocked, like somebody you blocked out. But they feel like they love you, or they feel like they have some love for you, or maybe they're reflecting on the love you gave them. It's almost like they're seeing you as love, right? And they're sorry that they didn't see what you were. They didn't value what you were to them at the time. And so they're kind of lost now. The last card I want to talk about is a great traveler is attentive to their surroundings. So this card also came out in my last reading. So if you haven't watched that video, you should maybe go watch it. But with a great traveler is attentive to their surroundings, I'm getting intentional, right? The gossip on you is that you're very intentional. You're not putting out just anything. And this is like, this reading has turned into like a social, have people viewing, this is like social media focus. Like people are watching you on the socials. But when you post, you take into account not just the impact you want to make, but also the landscape that you're posting in. And me personally, it's all the same. But you know, not the real landscape and the digital, but every digital platform to me is the same kind of landscape. It's going to be antagonistic. It's going to be divisive. It's going to be kind of like a battleground, right? And so when you post or what you put out, what you choose to show, you pay a lot of attention to the details you show. You pay a lot of attention to what it may convey or what it may reveal about you. And I feel like a major part of this gossip is that people are noticing that no matter what you post, they don't know about you. Okay? No matter what you post, they don't know about you. You're not revealing anything. And this makes you come off so secure. And I'm not talking about like, you know, being secure, like I'm not insecure, like being confident. This makes you seem like your life is in order, right? This makes you seem like you got something to lose, right? This makes you seem like, you know, shit's working out for you. And that's why whenever you did to showcase this milestone or whatever, people kind of woke up. The people looking at you, they kind of sat up straight a bit because they were like, oh, they're not telling us things, right? It's almost like they're like, oh, They're not dead. They're not hiding. They're not boring like me. They're literally withholding information about their life. So that's the gossip on you, guys, that you are about your business and you're selfish with your details. You keep your details to yourself. And, you know, something's coming through. You, with the attentive part, like, and I think this might be one of the people who can't get in touch with you, one of the people you shut out. It's almost like they're talking about how you notice things, right? They're talking about what you notice and what you what you do about it, right? Like I said, very intentional. There's an attention to detail here and then an attention to how you respond. Like I said, there's a strategic energy of being very selective about what's for the public and what's for you. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did and or it resonated, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment, and if you would like to be notified whenever I post new videos, then please make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Good night.